Have you ever noticed how some people stay sharp, curious, and mentally alive well into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, while others begin to slow down, lose confidence, or feel mentally foggy? Many older adults across the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand ask the same question. Why does my mind feel slower than it used to? And often, the answer isn't genetics. It isn't bad luck. It isn't inevitable decline. It's simply this. After 65, many people stop learning, not because they don't want to, but because life changes. Careers wind down, routines become familiar, responsibilities shift, and opportunities for new learning feel less frequent. But here's the truth. Your brain never loses its ability to grow. It never stops rewiring. It never stops adapting. What changes is how often it's challenged. Today, we're going to explore what happens to the brain when learning stops, and how even small, simple forms of lifelong learning can slow cognitive decline, sharpen memory, and make the later decades of life richer and more fulfilling. Number 1, the brain relies on stimulation to stay strong. When you stop learning new things, the brain begins a process known as neural pruning. This is not the brain breaking down. It is the brain removing pathways you no longer use. But after 65, the pruning process becomes more noticeable because the brain is trying to conserve energy and maintain efficiency. If certain mental skills, memorizing, analyzing, building, creating, problem solving, are not used regularly, the connections that support them begin to weaken. This can lead to slower recall, reduced concentration, and decreased mental flexibility. But the process is reversible. When you introduce new learning, the brain immediately begins building and strengthening pathways again. Number 2, neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to reorganize and form new connections, remains active throughout life. Many people believe neuroplasticity stops at a certain age, but studies from Harvard and the National Institute on Aging show that adults in their 70s and 80s form new neural connections when they engage in consistent learning. Learning triggers growth in the hippocampus, the region responsible for forming new memories. When learning stops, the hippocampus shrinks more quickly. But when learning continues, it remains active and resilient. This is one of the most powerful ways older adults can protect memory and delay cognitive decline. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment golden below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, learning after 65 strengthens executive function, the brain's ability to plan, organize, and adapt. Older adults often experience slower processing because the frontal lobes naturally shrink with age. But learning new skills increases blood flow to these frontal regions, improving problem solving, focus, and decision-making. Activities such as learning a craft, practicing a language, studying history, reading deeply, or even using new technology can activate the brain's higher-level systems. These activities create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones, increasing cognitive resilience. Number 4, learning enhances emotional well-being. When older adults challenge themselves, the brain releases dopamine, a chemical associated with motivation and pleasure. This dopamine boost improves mood, increases energy, and reduces feelings of stagnation. Many seniors report feeling younger and more alive when exploring new interests. In contrast, when learning stops, the brain experiences fewer dopamine-rich moments. This can lead to apathy, decreased enthusiasm, and a sense of monotony. Continuous learning brings excitement and novelty back into daily life. Number 5. Another key benefit of lifelong learning is increased cognitive reserve. Cognitive reserve acts as a buffer that protects the brain against decline. People who engage in continuous learning, reading, exploring, discussing, creating, develop a stronger reserve, allowing them to maintain clarity even when aging-related changes occur. Cognitive reserve explains why some people in their 80s remain mentally sharp, while others experience difficulties earlier. It's not intelligence. It's the strength of the brain's backup networks. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment golden below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 6. Older adults who continue learning experience slower memory decline. When you stop challenging your memory, the retrieval networks weaken. But when you practice learning, recalling facts, using new words, remembering steps, solving problems, the memory system remains active. This is why simple activities such as taking an online course, attending a lecture, joining a book club, or learning a musical instrument can dramatically improve memory performance over time. Number 7. One of the most overlooked benefits of learning after 65 is social engagement. Many seniors stop learning because they feel isolated, yet learning is one of the most effective ways to connect with others. Joining a class, discussion group, or workshop builds community. Social learning strengthens the brain's emotional circuits, reduces loneliness, and improves overall health. So, these are our final thoughts. The brain is not meant to stay still. It is designed to grow, stretch, and adapt. Stopping learning after 65 accelerates neural pruning and cognitive decline, but continuing to learn, even in small ways, keeps the brain strong, flexible, and vibrant. So, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We will meet again on our next video. Grow wise. Live deeper.